Good morning. Session 27. Family Brassicaceae. Family Brassicaceae comprises many herbs with watery juice, which is usually pungent and has lot of economic importance as vegetables and oil yielding plants. The family Brassicaceae comes under the class Dicotyledonnae, subclass Polypetalae, series Thalamiflorae, order Parietales. It consists of many of the vegetable yielding plants like turnip, radish, nullcole, cauliflower, etc. Brassicaceae, commonly called mustard family, it comprises of 375 genera and about 3,200 species. The species of this family are distributed throughout the world but are abundant in north temperate zone with Mediterranean as the center. In India, this family is represented about 51 genera and 138 species distributed around temperate and alpine Himalaya. Some are also found in plain of northern India and hills of South India. Coming to the general characteristic features of Brassicaceae, most of the plants of this family are mesophytes, annual herbs with pungent sap rich in sulfur content. Root system, taproot system, swollen due to storage of food. This root system becomes fleshy in some cultivated species, for example, Raphanus sativa. Stem usually soft, slender, covered with branched, cellate, unicellular hairs. These plants are often known to contain pungent smelling watery juice, which is rich with sulfur content. Leaves are simple, alternate, entire, pinnate, exstipulate. Leaves may be colline or radical. Arises directly from the stem. Colline, leaves alternate, rarely opposite arrangement. Inflorescence, it is usually racemose type or corym type. You can see it may be simple, sometimes branched. You can see the inflorescence here. And it is corymbin iberis, which is an ornamental plant. And it contains bract and bracteoles, which are usually suppressed. Flowers are complete, hermaphrodite, bisexual, actinomorphic, sometimes zygomorphic. For example, in iberis, flowers are tetramerous, hypogynous, superior ovary. Calyx consists of 4 sepals. Calyx consists of 4 sepals. You can see the flowers which is dissected here. You can see the calyx, 4 sepals, which are free and imbricate in nature. The 2 outer lateral sepals are often larger, saccate at the base, whereas the inner 2 sepals are usually slimmer. Corolla, you can see the corolla here, consists of 4 distinct diagonally placed petals. Petals are usually clawed. You can see the claw here, clawed and limb. The 2 anterior petals are larger and posterior than the posterior petals. Claw and limb, presence of claw and limb is the characteristic feature of the family Brassicaceae. You can see the dissected flower here, calyx, sepals, corolla with claw and limb, and you can see the stamens, 6 stamens and a gynoecium, ovary, style and stigma. You can see the LS of the flower here, inner with longer filament, outer stamen with shorter filament. That is the characteristic feature of the family Brassicaceae, that is the floral characters of Brassica gentiana. Andrecium, that is stamens are 6 in number, which are tetradynamous. Tetradynamous. The filaments, the 2 inner pairs, the stamens occasionally connate. Anthers are diaticous, intrors, and dehiscens longitudinal. Tetradynamous condition. Here, the tetradynamous condition, in the outer 2 stamens are opposite to the lateral sepals. The 4 inner stamens are opposite to the petals. Inner stamens have longer filament than the outer stamens. Gynoecium consists of bicarpellary, syncarpous superior ovary. Ovary has 2 parietal placenta. You can see the parietal placentation here, each with 1 or many ovules. A false septum extending from one parietal placenta to the other divides the cavity of the ovary into two locules. The style is simple or absent. Stigma is two-lobed or discoid. You can see the style here and you can see the stigma here. Ovary is bicarpellary. The false septum extending from one parietal placenta, which is a characteristic feature of the family. So you can see the claw and limb here. You can see the flower. You can see the leaves here, arrangement, fruits, floral parts, etc. And here the transverse section of the ovary. Here is the floral diagram of the family, typical Brassica gentiana, typical plant of the family. That is tetradynamous stamens, ovary bicarpellary superior ovary, and you can see the petals. This is calyx and this is the axis. Fruit is a pod which dehisces by 2 walls, break away from below upwards. Seeds remain attached to the persistent placenta. The pod is cylindrical, it is called Siliqua. Siliqua is a characteristic feature of the family. Fruit named Siliqua, which is a characteristic feature of the family Brassicaceae. And if the pod is short and broad, it is called Silicula. You can see the replum here, and the fruit is seeds are attached to the false septum called replum, which is a characteristic feature. And you can also see the different types of vegetables here, which is very much characteristic to the family Brassicaceae. So here the floral diagram and floral formula of the family Brassicaceae. You can see the conditions here: sepals, petals, andrecium, and gynoecium. You can see the bicarpellar nature, tetradynamous stamens, then the petals, then sepals, and this is the axis representing the dot representing the axis. Distinguishing character of the family Brassicaceae: flowers are actinomorphic, rarely zygomorphic, leaves alternate, hermaphrodite, bisexual, sepals 4 in 2 whorls of 2 each, petals 4 diagonally arranged, that is called cruciform corolla, which is characteristic of the family. Tetradynamous stamens, 6, gynoecium bicarpellary syncarpous, parietal placentation, bilocular due to the formation of false septum called replum. Fruit Siliqua or Siliqua. Important plants of the family Brassicaceae: basket of gold, mustard, white mustard, Indian mustard, turnip, nolcol, cabbage, Brussels, cauliflower, stalks, radish. Raphanus divus is the botanical name of radish. Like that, you can see the Brassica campestris, mustard, white mustard, Brassica alpha, Indian mustard, Brassica gentiana, Brassica rapa, turnip, Brassica oleracea variety gongilot, nolcol, variety capita cabbage, variety gemifera Brussels sprouts, cauliflower variety botrytis, Metiola incana, it is commonly called stonks. Economic importance of the family Brassicaceae. It yields vegetables. You can see the young buds, leaves, shoots of various varieties of Brassica oleracea are common vegetables of North India. Fleshy buds of Brassica oleracea capitata, Brassica oleracea gemifera also used as vegetables. The seeds of Brassica nigra are used as a spices and condiments. The fleshy roots and pods of Raphanus sativa are used as vegetables. Fatty oil yielding plants: Brassica campestris, cultivated for oil. It's an important oil yielding crop. The oil is used for preparation of pickles, cooking, burning lamps, lubricant, massaging, etc. Cattle feed and fodder as cattle feed and fodder. The oil cake obtained after the manufacture of oil from the various varieties of Brassica species is used as cattle feed and manure. Seeds of Brassica nigra and Brassica alba are also used as condiment. Medicinal plants: the seeds of Chiranthus cherry used for treating bronchitis, fever, injuries to eyes, and the flowers are used treating paralysis and impotence. This is the plant. And Iberis amara used for treating rheumatism and gout. The seeds are used for treating asthma. Metiola incana are mixed with wine and are given as antidote for poisonous bites. They are also used as tonic in stomach complaint. References: multiple choice questions. Thank you.